Do not listen to this recording if you are driving or engaged in any type of activity that requires for you to be alert. If you would like to find out more about hypnosis, meditation, and ways to transform your life and live your dreams, visit www.hypnosis-diy.com. Sit back in your chair or the bed or wherever you're at. Uncross your legs, your arms, and close your eyes. Now begin taking deeply 3 deep breaths. 3 deep breaths. And with every breath you exhale, you will become more deeply relaxed. Now, after the third breath, concentrate on the weight of your shoes if you're wearing them. Your shoes, being foreign to your normal body weight, will begin to feel heavy, and your feet will begin to feel relaxed, and you will notice a slight tingling all the way to the tips of your toes. This heavy relaxation from your toes to your heels to your ankles will become very prominent. You are now feeling this heavy relaxation moving upwards into the calves of your legs, and all those muscles will relax. Those tendons will release any tightness, and you will feel the weight of your legs pushing down heavier and heavier, and feeling your legs relaxing deeply, deeply relaxing, and this heavy relaxation moves into the knees. As you concentrate only on my voice, pay no attention to any outside sounds except my voice, for these sounds are everyday sounds of life and cannot distract or disturb you, but will tend to relax you and allow you to go even deeper into this deep, heavy relaxation. Now feel the relaxation moving upwards into your thighs. The hamstring muscles let go, and that relaxation goes up to your hips and through the midsection of your body. Feel the stomach muscles relaxing, deeply relaxing. Your diaphragm relaxes, and your breathing becomes even deeper and more filling, and it feels so wonderful. Your entire chest area becomes saturated with relaxation. Breathing becomes very deep, gentle, and rhythmic, and the drowsy, sleepy, daydreaming feeling of relaxation takes over. Letting go, drifting down deeper and deeper. And your arms, hands, and fingers are relaxing, feeling an unpleasant, tingling feeling. Just letting go. Through your fingers, as this relaxation grows deeper and deeper, neck muscles are relaxing, and all the little muscles in the scalp are letting go. This relaxation moves down over your forehead like a dark veil of sleep as your jaw muscles relax deeply, deeply relaxing and growing heavier. And as I count from 5 down to 0, each count will represent deep relaxation, and you will feel the body relaxing even more, letting go, deeper and deeper. And when I reach 0, you will go deep asleep. Now 5, letting go, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, deep asleep. Now concentrate on my voice, and you will go even deeper asleep with every breath that you exhale. And in your mind's eye, you can imagine, you can visualize yourself at the top of a staircase with a sturdy handrail. It's very safe. And as you descend each step, you will relax deeper. 20, 19, 18, deeper. 17, 16, 15, feeling loose and confident. 14, 13, 12, deep relaxation. 11, 10, 9, 8, deeper sleep. 7, 6, 5, feeling confident that all is well. 4, 3, 2, 1, deep asleep. Each time I suggest deep sleep, or you hear my voice, you will sleep deeply, soundly, and quickly to this depth or deeper. And the hypnotic sleep, like your dream sleep, is a time for your mind and body to vent out any thoughts, feelings, or ideas that are no longer beneficial to you. This is a mental, emotional cleaning house. And as you vent out all those unwanted messages, your tolerance for stress grows stronger each time that you remember a venting dream, just like each time you experience hypnosis and listen to my voice. The condition process grows stronger and more effective. During these periods of hypnotic sleep, brought about by the words deep sleep, and when you experience venting dreams, you will understand and accept that you have always had the solutions and answers that you seek, and all the parts of you that might be in conflict. It might be 2 parts or 3 parts or more that pull you this way or that way from the desired goal that is beneficial to you will come into agreement. And that part or parts that have pulled you away from your goal can be reintegrated to help you. And any part or parts that do not reintegrate will be absorbed by this beautiful light, the light of all lights, where it gladly goes, and ultimately there is no conflict. You don't have to understand how it works, or even consciously be aware of it, or remember it. But nonetheless, it is in progress from the very first time you hear these suggestions, the solution being brought forward from the depth of your inner mind to help you. And you have given yourself permission. You have given your subconscious mind permission to access these resources and to allow all these beneficial changes for you. You are now deeply relaxing, always going deeper. Your body is relaxed. Your mind is very alert to my suggestions. And this state allows you to become very suggestible to feelings of well-being. You are involved in a strong learning process now. Your mind concentrates on everything I say. My voice sounds smooth and comfortable to you. It's just as if you were giving these suggestions to yourself, hearing and accepting these ideas from yourself. Now, you are here now because there have been relationships which in the past have not been beneficial to you. These could have been friendships, acquaintances, lovers, that even though they might not have started out this way, eventually they became toxic and became detrimental to you and made you very unhappy, even though you found that you could not step out of the relationship because you felt happy at moments being with this person. But for every moment that you were happy, other things came up which made you very unhappy. You realized at some moment that you were in a relationship that was making you very unhappy, and you felt trapped and didn't know how you could step away from it and not feel unhappy. But now you will be listening and accessing that part of you, that is always looking to help you and wants the best for you. This is the higher part of you, which sometimes you heard telling you that you should not put up with how certain persons were speaking to you, how they were treating you, how they were making you feel. Because you are worthy. And this is not what good relationships are about, whether they are from acquaintances, friends, or lovers. And now you are going to let go of the past. And as you let go of the past, you are going to let go of the need to engage and have these type of relationships with these types of persons. During this process, you will immediately recognize in the future persons with some type of characteristics, whether you are conscious of it or not, that might eventually put you in a toxic relationship. And as you continue to become more relaxed, with each relaxing breath, your desires allow change, and your desires are stronger than ever before. Change is constant and continual. With every passing moment, there is change. And this is what you want. You want to have happy, fulfilling relationships, and you are going to let go of any relationship in the past or present that do not fulfill this for you, that are not beneficial for you. And you will do it as you change. Change in the length of your hair, the cells in your body, blood and tissue, muscles and thoughts. Change is good. Change is welcome because change means progress. And this is what you want. You want to progress and be happy. And you will achieve this change in this area of relationships in all areas of your life. If you do what you have always done, you will get what you always got. But you are now making the changes at a deep level of understanding and acceptance in order to become healthier in all ways, as you let go of the past in any way that is needed for your progress. And you feel a surge of happiness. And as you feel happy, you relax even deeper, feeling wonderful, as if you had fallen into a fluffy white cloud. There is no tension. There is no anxiety. There is no fear. You have learned and know that the greatest things are those we cannot see. All the wonders of life and life itself, feelings, thoughts, imagination, all of life and all of this is energy. It is unseen energy that beats your heart, creates your most wonderful thoughts, and is the love and happiness you feel. There have been lingering energies that you can now let go of because even at a younger age, we let go of those things we don't need. Unwanted letting go of energy that has served its purpose but is over now. And this includes relationships with people that are not beneficial to us. They have served their purpose, and it is so easy to detach and let them go. Like the energy in your thoughts and behaviors, once used to wear diapers, now gone. But the memory and all memory remain without the emotional attachment or need for the old behavior. Like leaving behind now and always the behavior of being with someone that makes you unhappy, or any unwanted bad habit, because maybe this is how you felt, like this relationship was a bad habit. And you are letting go of this negativity and this toxicity, like the wind blowing through and taking it away. And with it go negative thoughts, feelings, and emotion. It's all old, over, and done now. Just imagine leaves fluttering down the street as the wind picks them up, moving them further and further away. So do these relationships that are toxic and make you unhappy. These old behaviors, these old bad habits, negative thoughts and feelings and emotions, they just flutter away, carried away by this wind. And you feel so happy now. Imagine a large gong, a big gong, supported by a stand, with the center painted black, the area the mallet strikes. And like that gong, anytime there is an impact of energy, it is at the strike, the time something happened. But imagine now the mallet striking the gong, the loud sound from the impact of the strike at the center, the actual time of the event of the strike, as you watch the gong and hear the sound fade as the energy of the strike reaches the outer edges. You are very aware of how energy works. The only real impact is when the event happens, the striking of the center. The event is over, but the energy from the strike continues on toward the outer edge of the gong. But as the energy moves on, as time passes, the energy gets weaker and weaker until it fades. How easily and simply we can stop the impact of the strike as time passes. We could gently squeeze the gong with a hand and stop the energy, ending the sound, the result of the strike. As time had passed, the energy of any negative feeling, thought, or behavior from your past has become weak, easy to stop, fading away now. Imagine how any time or event, any person, any relationship that was unpleasant and created an unwanted, illogical, and irrational response, like any behavior, harmful or negative in any way, you now let end, fade, and stop. Because time has passed, and that energy, slow and weak, has no effect on you any longer, as you now strongly desire this to be. And so it is. You have seen the same response of energy, even as a child when tossing a pebble into a calm pond or lake, watching the ripples of the impact of the pebble breaking the surface, fading and becoming smaller and weaker as time passed and the ripples ended. That's right. fading and ending. As the water's surface became calm again, easily and naturally, time allowed the impact of the event to pass. You now remain like calm water, as all past negative energy, thoughts, feelings, actions, and behaviors, and any relationships, past or present, now change. Toxic relationships now change. They end. The ripples fading and ending to be more positive, calm, and confident, and supportive for you and your goal to be healthy in mind, body, and spirit, now and always. And think, most of us have some foods we like better than others. I can recall when I was a child, I loved certain foods. I remember how much I just loved pancakes and the smell of hot, fresh pancakes cooking in the morning. And after that warm, sticky feel of the syrup, a glass of cold milk tasted so good. And I recall the warm, comfortable, full kind of feeling after eating them. I don't know when you were a child what foods you liked, but you certainly remember, maybe not all of them, but some of them. I don't know, for instance, if when you were a child you liked eating pancakes or pizza or even strawberries. Maybe there was a particular food that you liked very much. I wonder how you are able to remember, as a child, smelling the aroma or seeing that food before you. Do you remember the taste of that food? The texture of it in your mouth as you relished it? Perhaps you remember the tingly juiciness of strawberries and that feeling on your tongue. Or maybe you'd rather recall the crunchiness of fresh carrots out of the garden. For a moment, maybe you can just really enjoy the real memory of your favorite childhood foods again. Most of us as children also had some foods that we disliked. I can recall as a child how I hated several kinds of food. I didn't like peas, and at that time I hated clam chowder and enchiladas. I was turned off by all salads and mushrooms, and yuck. The thought of eating a lobster or clam was repulsive. I'm sure you can remember some of the different foods that you disliked. There were so many things then that I didn't like to eat. But you know, it's interesting, even surprising, how dramatically our tastes and preferences can change. Some of the foods that you avoided and disliked as a child can be enjoyed as an adult. And what I notice now is that the taste of an enchilada and the slipperiness of a clam seems different. I'm not sure now. I just know that it's different. And we learn that what was unappealing can become really pleasant and delicious. And I guess that's because it's a part of nature, as we are continually growing and changing. Remember, as children, we couldn't imagine how our parents could enjoy watching or listening to the news. It had no appeal to us then, but later that changed. As a child, you can probably remember some television shows that you had no interest in. Many of us just couldn't understand how anyone could enjoy a movie that was romantic, a love story that had no appeal to us then. We had no desire to see it. At the time, it seemed boring, but certain types of programs, which once seemed uninteresting, as we change can become enjoyable. And it was the same with certain kinds of movies and with certain kinds of music. We couldn't have imagined it at the time, but we have changed in many ways that we could never have predicted. And most of the time, we aren't even quite sure exactly how or when those changes come about. But one thing that we can be sure of is that we will continue to change and to grow. Change is just a very natural part of life. Just as you are changing now to release and let go of any toxic relationships from the past or present, letting go of all those emotions because you've changed and you realize change can come about without you even noticing. Maybe it happened 5 seconds ago, 20 seconds ago, I don't know. But you feel like you've let go of a burden, you've dropped it off. Just think when you drive away and you look in the rearview mirror and all those emotions of any relationships that did not serve you or do not serve you are left behind, and you have no regrets or desire to pick them up again because you are looking forward on the road of your life, hopeful, knowing that wonderful things are waiting for you, that before you you have endless possibilities of happiness. By being so relaxed physically and alert mentally, you learn more effectively, knowing that you go deeper with every sound of my voice. Even the unimportant sounds you hear around you allow you to drift into this daydreaming, drowsy feeling of relaxation, just letting go of all your problems of the day, while your suggestible mind hangs on to all ideas that we covered about you shedding any type of toxic relationships and negative emotions attached to them from the past or present, and envisioning a happy, healthy you starting now. You feel it bursting to come forth, emerging. You are beginning to enjoy the new you. Each and every time you hear my voice saying deep sleep, it becomes symbolic of this pleasant, suggestible state you are now experiencing. We will now close the door to your subconscious mind, and as I begin to count from 0 up to 5, you will do one of two things. You will either become anxious to awaken and face your everyday life with enthusiasm and strong motivation to succeed, feeling fully refreshed, or if it is appropriate and you desire to, you will fall into a deep, wonderful slumber, integrating this new you into your everyday you. But nevertheless, motivated in your new goals and ideas, feeling relaxed and confident. Now 0, deep sleep. 1, 2, 3, feeling wonderful, hopeful. The future holds endless possibilities of happiness for you. 4, 5, either wide awake or deep, deep, restful slumber.